I don't like to.
Well, can we just do it again without the negative saying that you don't like the tour? Just 'cause
I don't like it, though.
I know, but
And action, Michael.
I love to tour.
Michael Joseph Jackson was born on August 29th, 1958, in Gary, Indiana, USA. He was the seventh of 10 children in the family. His father, Joseph Jackson, was a former boxer who became the strict manager of the family band, while his mother, Catherine, was deeply religious and passionate about music. Life for the Jackson family was tough. They lived in a small house and barely made ends meet. Michael's relationship with his family was complicated, conflicting, and painful, especially with his father. However, he always emphasized his love for his mother and a deep childhood bond with his brothers. After Michael's death, it was his mother who became the legal guardian of his 3 children. At the age of just 5, Michael became the lead singer of the family group, the Jackson 5, which included his brothers. The group quickly rose to fame after signing with the legendary Motown label. Even as a child, Michael stood out. His voice, rhythm, and charisma amazed everyone. However, fame came too early. Michael's childhood was spent in constant rehearsals and tours. He didn't attend a regular school, had no real friends, and grew up under the pressure of his father, who often used physical punishment. Later, Jackson admitted that his childhood had been stolen. He gave up meat in the late 1970s to early 1980s. He wanted to preserve lightness, energy, and youth. Michael said he couldn't eat those he considered friends. He ate lots of fruits, vegetables, rice, and drank freshly squeezed juices. Even on tour, he always had a personal chef who prepared vegetarian meals. In 1979, after success with the Jackson 5, Michael released his 5th solo album, Off the Wall. He had already begun working with producer Quincy Jones, and together they created a revolutionary sound. The album was a hit, but that was just the beginning. In 1982, Thriller was released, the album that changed everything. Over 70 million copies sold, the best-selling album of all time. 8 Grammy Awards for the album in 1984. The music video for Thriller became a short film featuring zombies, dancing, and legendary choreography. Michael introduced the world to the moonwalk. It became a signature part of his style. In the 1980s, he was the most recognizable person on the planet. He was called the King of Pop. Every move, outfit, and dance of his was copied by millions. Although he was confident and dazzling on stage, in real life Michael was shy and lonely. He suffered from many insecurities, especially about his appearance. In the mid-1980s, his skin began to lighten due to vitiligo, but many believed he was deliberately bleaching himself. This sparked intense public debate and ridicule. Michael underwent numerous plastic surgeries, especially on his nose. He denied wanting to become white, saying he was just trying to feel confident.
His personal life was always under the spotlight. In 1994, he married Lisa Marie Presley, daughter of Elvis Presley. The marriage lasted less than 2 years. In 1996, he married Debbie Rowe, with whom he had 2 children, Prince Michael and Paris. Later, he had a 3rd child, Blanket, now Biggie Jackson, via a surrogate mother. Michael adored children, but that love led to one of the biggest scandals of his life. He was accused of inappropriate behavior with children, although no evidence was found and he was acquitted in court. These events had a severe impact on his mental health and career. Michael's main residence became Neverland Ranch in California, a real-life fairy tale land, a zoo, amusement rides, a movie theater, music studios, lakes, and gardens. He built it as a symbol of the childhood he never had. However, maintaining the ranch cost millions per year, and after financial troubles, Michael was forced to leave Neverland. After the trial, Michael left the U.S. for a while, first moving to Dubai, then living in Bahrain. He stayed in a luxurious palace owned by Prince Abdullah. Michael later lived in a village near Dublin, and eventually settled in a rented mansion at 100 North Carrollwood Drive in an upscale area of Los Angeles. It was in this house that he passed away on June 25th, 2009. At the peak of his career, Michael Jackson was one of the wealthiest people in the entertainment industry. In the 1980s, he earned over $100 million a year. He was the first artist to sign a $1 billion contract with Sony Music. Merchandise sales, tours, music videos, and Pepsi commercials all brought in enormous income. In 1985, he purchased the rights to the Beatles' music catalog for $47 million, a deal that later became one of the most profitable in showbiz history. But by the 2000s, his debts had exceeded $500 million, forcing him to sell assets, take out loans, and cancel projects. In the early 2000s, when Michael was no longer as frequently seen on stage, rapper Eminem released the music video for Just Lose It, 2004, in which he mocked Jackson. He portrayed Michael with his hair on fire, a reference to the 1984 Pepsi commercial accident. He ridiculed his plastic surgeries and even made fun of the scandals involving accusations against Jackson. Ironically, Michael later acquired the rights to a catalog of songs, including Eminem's music, through Sony ATV Music Publishing, a company he co-owned. So, in a twist of fate, he profited from the songs of someone who had mocked him. In 2009, Michael was planning a major comeback. 50 concerts titled This Is It in London. All tickets sold out within hours. He rehearsed day and night, determined to amaze the world once again. But on June 25th, 2009, he suddenly died of a drug overdose. His doctor was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter. The world stood still. It was a shock unlike any since the death of Princess Diana. Michael Jackson had a very warm bond with Princess Diana, and it remains one of the most touching parts of his life. In 1988, while performing in London, Diana and Prince Charles attended his concert. Before the show, Diana met Michael backstage. They greeted each other, and Michael told her he planned to remove the song Dirty Diana from the setlist out of concern that it might offend her. But Diana insisted that he perform it, saying, "That's my favorite song." Michael was stunned and moved. He later said that Diana was genuine, kind, and incredibly down to earth. Their communication continued after that. They exchanged letters, and he always spoke fondly of her. After Diana's tragic death in 1997, Michael admitted he grieved deeply, believing the world had lost a truly kind and radiant soul. Thousands of people attended Michael's funeral, and it was broadcast across the globe. His farewell became a worldwide event. His music still inspires millions. Even children born after his death try to mimic his dance moves. In the 2010s, he was named the highest-earning deceased artist in the world. His estate brought in over $2 billion. Monuments to him have been erected in different countries, and his songs continue to be used in movies, games, and commercials. Michael Jackson is more than just an artist. He is a symbol of an era. He transformed music, music videos, stage shows, and the very idea of stardom. His life was both a fairy tale and a tragedy. He left us too soon, but remains a legend forever.